Hello, everyone, and welcome to English Comp 2. This is your professor, Dr. Vivian Ruiz, and I want to welcome you to class and also walk you through Canvas and a little bit of the syllabus. I teach 4 sections of Comp 2, so everyone is welcome to this video, right, which applies to every section. 11.321, 11.322, 11.500, and 11.267. So everyone, welcome to class. All right, so if you go to Canvas, you're going to notice that the homepage is the syllabus. Please make sure that you read the syllabus, okay? It's very important. You have a lot of information that is important in here. For example, the office hours. So I'll have office hours Mondays and Wednesdays from 2 to 3, and Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 to 11. And then office hours via Zoom Wednesdays from 10 to 12. Right? So what the office hours mean is that from Mondays from 2 to 3 and Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 to 11, I'm going to be on the other side of the computer. Able to answer your emails in a quick fashion. And Zoom office hours means that I'll be on Zoom. I'll send you instructions about that later on. So I'll be on Zoom. So if you have any questions or comments that you want to ask me, you can pop in and just talk to me. All right. Office hours are obviously not mandatory. If you don't have questions or anything, you don't have to show up. All right. Required materials, we have Everyone's an Author, the 3rd edition. Some of you are going to have probably the 2nd edition from having taken Comp 1 last semester. If you have the 2nd edition, you can use it. That's okay. If you don't have the book at all, please get the 3rd edition. All right, equipment. As you know, we're going to take classes online this semester, so you're going to need a computer, a laptop, or a desktop, and you are going to need internet connection. In addition to that, you're going to need a word processor, preferably Microsoft Word. If you don't have a word processor, you can get Microsoft Word free via Valencia. We are not going to use Google Docs, okay? So please make note of that. And you're also going to need some note-taking materials so that you can write down important notes as you study and as you read. These are the catalog descriptions and prerequisites, the grading scale, the assessment. We're going to write 3 essays in class. The first 2 are each 150 points, and the 3rd one is going to be the research paper, which is 100 points. You're going to accumulate about 100 points in quizzes and about 100 points in assignments, and the total is going to be 400 points. Nevertheless, this is going to be a goal. There's always a possibility that we can accumulate a little more or a little less points depending on how the semester goes, right? But nevertheless, 400 is going to be our goal. Please go ahead and read the syllabus. Keep reading. Notice that you have important policies. Please do read them. The first one that's really super important is late work policy. Notice that I do not accept late work. Okay, so please keep that in mind. Everyday excuses such as poor planning or poor time management from the part of the student, issues with internet connectivity, computer issues, my computer crashed, my computer froze, etc., are not valid excuses. Okay, so please keep that in mind. In order to avoid issues, give yourself ample time to turn in your work. You're going to see throughout the semester that work is going to be due over the weekend at night at 11:30. So if you have an assignment due at 11:30, please don't wait until 11:25 to turn it in, because if 5 minutes is not going to give you enough time to deal with any roadblocks or any technical issues that you might encounter when you turn in your homework. So please give yourself enough time to do your work and enough time to turn it in. Okay, if you encounter issues with Canvas, you can always contact Valencia. They have a 24-hour help center. Issues with Canvas include Canvas crashing, the document not uploading. If you have those issues, contact Valencia. So again, give yourself enough time to turn in your work because I do not accept late work. All right. What else do we have over here? Please do not email me work, whether it's late or early. I am not going to grade anything sent to me via email. Please do not post links on Canvas of documents that are stored online, for example, to your iCloud or your Google Drive or Google Docs. I'm not going to accept essays or assignments turned in that way. Just turn in via attachments, and you need a word processor for that purpose, okay? Attendance and participation policy is also important. Please go ahead and read it. I'm just going to say that simply logging into class and reading the course content, assignment instructions, and posts does not constitute participating in class. Participating in class involves turning in your work and turning it in on time. So please read the attendance and participation policy so you can understand it better. Please read the no-show policy and the withdrawal policy. Just suffice it to say that I do not withdraw students from class outside of the no-show period. So if you want to withdraw from class, that's your responsibility to do. Travel statement, if you plan to travel, especially this semester during the Thanksgiving break, please make sure that it does not interfere with your classwork. Policy on emailing, please go ahead and read this. It's very important that you notice that I do not reply to student emails outside of student engagement hours, which end at 5 p.m. on workdays. So I do not respond to emails after 5 p.m. on the work week. And I do not check my email during the weekend, right? So this means that if the deadline to turn in an assignment is Sunday at 11:30, I will not be able to provide assistance to you at that time. Another great reason for you to give yourself enough time to do your or turn in your assignments and your work, okay? When you email me, please include your name in your email, the class that you take with me, in this case is Comp 2, and please the CRN of the course, please also include that. Please go ahead and also read Netiquette guidelines. This is an online course, so it's important to keep in mind proper etiquette in class. Go ahead, read that. Policy and plagiarism, read it as well. Academic honesty, classroom behavior and diversity statement, etc., etc. Please take time to read the syllabus, okay? You also find right here on the syllabus or in the syllabus, you'll find the course schedule. As you see, some of you are nice. As I mentioned, some of you are going to be using the second edition of the book, and some of you are going to be using the third edition of the book. And over here, you'll see that I included page numbers of sometimes just the third edition, and other times I do include the numbers of the page numbers for the second edition. So make sure that you know what edition you're using and what page numbers correspond to your edition. So the course schedule is just that, the course schedule, the schedule that we're going to follow for each week. So each week you have here the material that you need to read and the material also that you need to read regarding grammar. We're going to be covering grammar since this is a writing course, and you'll find additional material for that in the modules, which I'll show you in a bit. All right, so for each week, you have here what you need to read. Go ahead and read the schedule because you have some important dates here, such as the dates that the essays are going to be due. All right, so go ahead and read over the schedule so you can also take a second to write down these important dates. You have also some holidays to notice and the date of the research paper, the due date of the research paper. All right, so please go ahead and read the schedule and read the syllabus. I also want to show you around the modules. Very important that you familiarize yourself with the modules. I have posted some Canvas resources in case you need help with Canvas. Valencia College support with Canvas. So here's Valencia's page. It's a 24/7 help center, and it tells you right here, what phone number to call, how to chat live with them, etc. So make sure that you familiarize yourself with that web page. There's also an FAQ web page. So check them out because common questions from students are addressed here, right? So familiarize yourself with that as well. This is from the Canvas website. This is, you have a link to an overview video in case, you need to familiarize yourself with Canvas, and how I posted the links to how to set the preferences, the notification preferences for your courses, so that you get notifications regarding, when I open modules, when I post quizzes, etc. You can manage them yourself here. Following those links, you have instructions there. I also included useful links from Valencia, the academic calendar, important to familiarize yourself with that, the virtual answer center, links to counseling and advising, and links to distance tutoring, which, by the way, you can do via Zoom. So that's pretty cool that you can actually see the person helping you out. And this link is particular to reading and writing, which is especially relevant to class. The link over here to the Office for Students with Disabilities, resources for international students, the Code of Conduct, the college library. You have a link here, Ask a Librarian, and additional guidelines on etiquette. From here, I'd like to go to the academic calendar. By the way, if you want to access the actual web page instead of seeing this kind of rectangle here on Canvas, you just link here on the link, or click on the link, and there you have it. Right, so the academic calendar is important because every professor follows this calendar. Right, so this is the calendar for fall 2020, and here you have the starting date, which is the 24th. You have some important dates here. The 7th is going to be a holiday. Another important date is Thanksgiving break, which is from the 25th of November to the 29th. Veterans Day, you guys have it as a holiday, so we don't have classes on November the 11th. And then you also have important dates over here. The last day of classes is the 4th, and we start finals the 7th of December. Finals week spans from the 7th of December to the 12th. We faculty turn in grades the 14th, and you guys should be able to see them online the 15th. Right, so that's the academic calendar. On this webpage, you have also some important deadlines and dates that as a student you should be aware of. Late registration date. What else do you want to know? Drop refund deadline, which is the 31st of August. Graduation application deadline, in case any of you is graduating. The withdrawal deadline. Remember that I do not withdraw students from class, so if you want to do that, that's your responsibility. Write down the deadline, which is October the 3rd. What else? Finals week from the 7th to the 13th of December. We end the semester the 13th of December. Faculty turns in grades the 14th, and the 15th you can see your grades. You can see your grades on Atlas. All right, so you can easily access the academic calendar page from Canvas, because I posted the links for you right here. Right here. Okay, so that's that. The next thing you guys want to do is check the orientation module, and just go one by one, right, and read these sections. The welcome note. I posted a little bit about myself in case you want to get to know me a little bit better. Please go ahead and read the syllabus. It's the same thing that we have on the homepage, just I posted it here on PDF to make it also accessible for you guys. Tips for successful discussion board posts, guidelines for participation in online forums. Please read these, and a little bit more on etiquette. Go ahead and read that. Since this is an online class, that's important to do. And then you have the module for week 1, which I posted here as well. You can expand these modules clicking on the arrow, or you can collapse them as well. So just cool feature that Canvas has. You have the introduction and instructions. I posted here PDFs of the material that is required for you guys to read here in the first week, in case some of you don't have the book yet. So I posted there the material for you there for your benefit. This is how you access the PDF. Okay. Let's see if this shows up. This is the PDF, right? You can read it right here, or sometimes it's more comfortable if you open it in your computer. Click here on the link, and then you can open it in your computer. It's like more convenient, more comfortable for you to read it this way. And as you see, you can expand it if you click on the plus sign. All right, so that was module 1 for week 1. The PDFs are here. And then you have some grammar videos to watch. Please do watch them. I know it might seem a little kind of basic, but it's important to start with the basics and to reinforce basic skills. A lot of errors that students make in essays concern sentences, especially sentence structure. I find that still in the second part of English Comp, many students struggle with fragments, comma splices, and fused or run-on sentences. So we're going to start with that this semester to try to address that. Please watch the videos, and punctuation ending, or ending punctuation, that's important because I see a lot of questions without question marks in essays, so please review that. What is a sentence? Subject and predicate. This is key for you to be able to identify fragments, to know what's a subject and what's predicate, because a sentence without a subject is a fragment, and a sentence without a predicate is a fragment. The kinds of sentences, it's also important to know that. Simple and compound sentences, and then complex sentences. These are very important for you to understand before going into coordination and subordination. And knowing about coordination and subordination is key to also learn how to identify fragments and comma splices. All right, so please go ahead and watch the videos. You do have some quizzes to take this week. You're gonna find your quizzes where it says quizzes. So you'll find them there. I'm gonna post here the syllabus quiz as well. It'll be here when you open the course site on Monday. Your grades, we'll post it here on your grades. Discussion forums, if we have any, they'll be here. Okay, so go ahead, take a second to familiarize yourself with Canvas, to read the syllabus, watch the videos, and take the quizzes. All right, that's your job for this week. And read those PDFs over here. All right, guys, so that's all from me. I'll see you later. You have a good day. Bye-bye.